that are leaning way into peer pressure and accountability as tools for ensuring that their members are voting.
Early voting is happening right now and ends next Friday. Election Day is March 3rd. If you hadn't had a chance to vote or check out our online voting guide, here's a look at some of the races impacting residents across the state. Voters in Texas will select Democratic and Republican candidates for several contested races, including the governor of Texas, lieutenant governor, and attorney general. Voters will also determine which candidate will represent the Democratic and Republican parties for seats in the U.S. Congress, United States Senator for Texas, and United States Representative for Texas House District 13. For more on voting locations, sample ballots, and an in-depth look at the League of Women Voters Nonpartisan Voters Guide, click inside this story on our website. A Texas Democrat candidate for Governor Chris Bell is hosting a news conference in Wichita Falls tomorrow afternoon. Bell will be discussing issues surrounding family farmers, public schools, higher education, state infrastructure, and health care. The conference starts at 5 inside the local Democratic headquarters at 3308 Kemp Street. If you're unable to attend, we'll bring you the latest from the event tomorrow night at 10, so be sure to tune in. A clothing drive hosted by Burke Burnett Church is making strides to support the community. The Burke Burnett Church of Christ opens their doors to provide everything from everyday outfits to essential hygiene items. There, visitors will find an entire room filled with clothing, all free for families in need. Plus, Dignity Showers, an additional support service who offers showers and basic necessities, is there supporting the same effort.
It's the principle that nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And so it's one of those that there's great need. And so providing a need that others can't provide.
Church leaders say the goal is to meet people where they are and help restore confidence during tough times. Anyone is welcome during their house hours every first and third Sunday of the month. Community members can also get involved through donations or volunteering. Annie Young will have the full story tomorrow at 10. And continuing tomorrow, you can find something new to add to your yard during the Home and Gardening Festival this weekend. More than 100 local and regional industry experts will be at the Impact, specializing in gardening and landscaping supplies and information. The show continues tomorrow from 11 to 4. Tickets are $10 per person. Kids 12 and under get in free. And you can stop by and say hi to me and Annie. We'll be out there from 2 to 4. Let's stick around. John's full forecast is coming up next. Later, a new study uncovers the complex link between someone's genetics and anxiety. We'll be right back.
Look at your new tires. Oh.
You have more important things to do than become a tire expert. Chevy certified service technicians are factory trained to fit your vehicle with the tires specifically developed for it. The to-do list is endless.
Forget anything?
But your energy isn't. Let us do the work. Take advantage of seasonal offers from Chevy Certified Service, the ones who know your vehicle best.
Hi, my name is Naya. When I was 19, I had my first car wreck. I didn't have any friends or family who knew what to do, so I didn't do anything. And I was scared. I felt stuck. And somebody told me that I needed a lawyer. And so I called Larry Taylor. When I called Larry Taylor, he got me together perfectly. I'm Gen Z, and so, we don't really like for people to talk down to us. We like for people to understand us and get where we're coming from. Ever since then, he got me right.
Love your mind.
Now, from KFDX 3, Texoma's Weather Authority, with John Cameron.
John, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to probably tune you out when you talk about the wind because, godly, it just destroys the weather for me. But talk about a little bit, too, this weekend. It's been kind of average, below average. How's that kind of looking?
Yeah, to give you an indication of just how warm February has been, today is our first day. This is the 21st?
Yes.
Today is the first day where the high temperature has been below average by more than 1 degree. Yesterday was our first day of the entire month where the high temperature was below average. And I think we're still kind of recovering from the winter storm in January because it seems like it's been more recently that we've been cold. But no, this is really the first period of this entire month where temperatures are below average. In fact, hard freeze to start the day tomorrow. This is where your temperatures will be about the time the sun rises, just after 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Upper 20s for Throckmorton, for Seymour, Archer City, 30 to start the day in Graham, 28 for Wichita Falls, Bowie, Henrietta, Waurika, 30 degrees, 27 for Lawton, 28 in Altus. Will probably be even colder to start the day Monday morning. So back-to-back hard freezes tonight and Monday night. Then the low temperatures are way above average as we get to the middle of the week. So you can imagine the high temperatures are going to follow suit. More on that in just a moment. Beautiful crescent moon over Quanah now, 54 degrees. That was our high today. And like I said, this is the first day this entire month where our high temperatures has been more than 1 degree below average. Our morning low of 33. Not too bad or typical for this time of the year. The record's 90 from 1996, and this one's been on the record books for a long time. Our record low of 13 dating back to 1939. Right now, under that crescent moon, 41 degrees at Shepherd Air Force Base, feeling like 37 thanks to a north wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Pretty quiet in our neck of the woods. So let's talk about the thing that's going to be making the weather headlines over the next 48 hours. We take you to the Northeast, the Atlantic coast, and some big-time airports that are already canceling flights. We're talking about LaGuardia. We're talking about JFK. We're talking about Boston Logan. Watch this nor'easter. A nor'easter is kind of a snow hurricane. It's a big area of low pressure that gets really wound up just off the coast, the Atlantic coast, and watch what it does as far as snow. Here's 6 o'clock in the morning, and this thing really starts to evolve, really encompassing New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, and on into the tri-state, Long Island, New York City, then on to Connecticut and Massachusetts. Here's 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Then this thing really gets going and is a big-time snow producer. The latest projections from the forecast models, this is forecast snow over 48 hours, not a month, but 48 hours. We're talking about maybe a foot of snow for Philly, for New York City, for New Haven, and much of Connecticut, and then into Boston. Goodness gracious, MJ Baird. I hope everything's going to be okay at home. I know your home stomping ground southeast of Boston, but yeah, it's going to be very impactful nor'easter for the next 48 hours across the Northeast United States. Relatively speaking, pretty quiet here. Under clear skies, we drop to the upper 20s, clear and cold, north winds at 5 to 10. The great thing about tomorrow is it's not going to be really any warmer, at least on paper, but it's going to be sunny and it's not going to be windy like today has been. So it's going to be pretty pleasant in the afternoon. Temperatures climb early in the week. Morning lows are way above freezing Wednesday into Thursday. Look, high temperatures maybe 80 degrees plus by Wednesday. And I think our next chance for rain probably just beyond this 7-day forecast. Some of the forecast models are hinting at maybe Sunday, Monday for what could be our next chance for rain.
This Olympic report on KFDX is brought to you by Owens & Brumley Funeral Home.
At 21 years old, speed skater Jordan Stolz is already a successful Winter Olympian, even though he missed the podium in his last race of these Olympics. Stacey De Silva has his reaction as he reflects on his time in Milan, plus hear from a U.S. speed skater who did win a medal today.
Jordan Stolz says his strategy for the mass start didn't work out, but now that the games are over, he says he's happy with the medals he has. Growing up in Wisconsin, Jordan Stolz started skating on a frozen backyard pond. He got faster and faster until he was one of the fastest speed skaters in the world.
That's super cool. I can't imagine where I'd be if I didn't, first step on the ice in a pond. If you would have told me how to have 2 golds and a silver, probably wouldn't believe you.
At his second Olympic Games, Stolz stole the show, winning gold in the 500 meter, the 1,000 meter, and silver in the 1,500. Saturday's mass start race was his most precarious yet. It's an unpredictable event where all skaters race together. He came in 4th.
It's hard to compete when everybody kind of changes their plan when they get to the Olympics. Nobody really wants to show what they have in the World Cup, particularly in the mass start.
On that same ice, 36-year-old Mia Manganello competed in her last race ever.
That's a good way to end, ain't it?
She won bronze in the women's mass start.
I know some people can say that gold medal is the moment that you dream of, but honestly here, there's so much weight that's put on everybody and that they put on themselves. And so just to have something around my neck is a win.
In Milan, I'm Stacy De Silva.
Look at your new tires. Oh.
You have more important things to do than become a tire expert. Chevy certified service technicians are factory trained to fit your vehicle with the tires specifically developed for it. The to-do list is endless.
Forget anything?
But your energy isn't. Let us do the work. Take advantage of seasonal offers from Chevy Certified Service, the ones who know your vehicle best.
Hi, my name is Naya. When I was 19, I had my first car wreck. I didn't have any friends or family who knew what to do, so I didn't do anything. And I was scared. I felt stuck. And somebody told me that I needed a lawyer. And so I called